The night collapses without permission, and the world loses its spine in seconds. Lights die, engines choke, silence spreads faster than panic. Fire becomes the only obedient tool left, and water the only honest resource watching your decisions. Hunger doesn't wait politely. It kicks the door early and settles in like an occupying force. Buildings turn into concrete caves where comfort suffocates and survival finally clocks in. This is the exact moment where eating stops being pleasure and becomes a calculated act of resistance against biology itself. People don't starve because food magically disappears. They starve because panic burns calories faster than movement, because cold stiffens judgment, because waiting feels safer than acting. The body is a ruthless accountant, demanding fuel every hour. Skip meals and muscles start negotiating. Hands lose grip strength, legs stop responding. The brain slows down exactly when speed matters most. Starvation isn't dramatic, it's silent and efficient. It kills through weakness, not screams. The first mistake is thinking recipes matter. They don't. What matters is heat, hydration, and density. Calories per effort is the only currency left. Anything that can be boiled, burned, soaked, or mashed becomes a candidate. Pride dies fast here. Dignity follows right after. Survivors understand that edible is a wider category than comfortable, and that fire forgives bad choices if you understand the physics behind it. Fire breaks fibers, kills parasites, unlocks calories trapped in stubborn matter. Water carries heat and makes chewing optional. Together, they turn scraps into fuel. People who wait for perfect food weaken, while others drink survival straight from a dented container. Soup beats hunger. Mush beats death. Texture is a luxury invented by peace. In collapse, liquid calories are obedience for the body. Desperation isn't the enemy, ignorance is. Those who waste energy chasing rare meals collapse faster than those who repeat simple ones. Consistency keeps blood sugar stable. Stable blood sugar keeps thinking sharp. Sharp thinking keeps you alive. This is not about eating well. It's about eating often enough to move, lift, escape, and decide under pressure. Around every ruin there is potential fuel pretending to be trash. Grains, roots, leaves, bones, skins, even mistakes from others. The world doesn't run out of food. It runs out of people willing to redefine what food looks like. When fire is small and water is scarce, simplicity becomes lethal efficiency. One pot, one flame, one purpose. This is the phase where the weak romanticize hunger and the prepared weaponize it, where every swallow is a strategic decision, where eating wrong can slow you, but not eating guarantees you won't outrun what's coming next. This is only the beginning, because once you understand how to eat with fire, water, and desperation, the collapse loses its teeth and starts fearing you instead.
Once the body is fed just enough to keep moving, reality sharpens and the hunt becomes methodical. This is where improvisation replaces hope and repetition replaces creativity. Survival food isn't found, it's manufactured from what refuses to disappear. Grains forgotten in storage, roots hiding under ruined soil, scraps others ignored because they didn't look like meals anymore. Fire doesn't judge sources, it only demands patience and oxygen. Boiling becomes the most powerful technology left. It neutralizes risk, stretches volume, and lies convincingly to your stomach. A handful of anything becomes a full meal once suspended in hot water long enough. This is how you cheat hunger without wasting strength. Liquid meals digest faster, demand less energy, and keep hydration working in your favor instead of against you. Starch is king in collapse. It burns slow, calms the brain, and keeps muscles from eating themselves. Mashed roots, soaked grains, crushed seeds, anything that thickens water is a survival multiplier. Fat is rare but precious. Skim it, save it, guard it like ammunition. A spoon of fat can mean another hour of movement when the cold tightens its grip. protein obsession kills more people than protein deficiency. Chasing meat wastes calories and time. When it appears, it's a bonus, not a strategy. Insects, eggs, small fish, leftovers boiled into submission. Protein supports recovery, but calories keep you alive. Understand the hierarchy or pay for it with weakness at the worst possible moment. The mind will try to sabotage you with nostalgia. It will whisper about real food, normal meals, comfort flavors. Ignore it. That voice burns energy and solves nothing. Efficiency tastes bland by design. Eating the same thing repeatedly stabilizes digestion and reduces mistakes. Boredom is safer than experimentation when resources are thin. Fire management becomes discipline, not convenience. Small flames waste less fuel. Covered containers trap heat. Timing replaces guessing. Every minute saved is energy preserved. People who cook smart eat more with less. People who rush burn fuel twice, first in fire, then in their own bodies compensating for mistakes. By now, hunger stops screaming and starts cooperating. Your body learns the rhythm. Your mind respects the process. Food is no longer emotional, it's mechanical, and that's power. Because when eating becomes predictable, movement becomes reliable. And reliable movement is the difference between being trapped by collapse and walking straight through it.
At this stage, the collapse stops feeling loud and starts feeling permanent. The fire burns lower, the meals look simpler, and your body finally understands the rules of the new world. Survival food is no longer improvised panic, it's routine. And routine is what keeps humans alive longer than hope ever did. Every meal now is less about filling the stomach and more about maintaining momentum against entropy. Mistakes become expensive here. One bad decision costs days of recovery. Undercooked food steals energy. Overeating drains water. Wasting fuel shortens options. Discipline replaces bravery. The strongest survivors aren't reckless. They are boringly consistent. They eat the same things at the same times with the same method because predictability keeps the body from rebelling. The science is simple and cruel. The body adapts downward. Fewer calories, slow metabolism. Muscles shrink to save fuel. The brain reduces unnecessary thoughts. If you feed it just enough, it stays sharp. If you starve it, it turns against you. Hallucinations, poor judgment, delayed reactions. Hunger doesn't just empty the stomach, it sabotages decision-making when decisions matter most. Fire, water, and repetition form a triangle of control. Break one and the system collapses. Fire processes, water delivers, repetition stabilizes. This is primitive technology refined by desperation. No gadgets, no tricks, just physics and biology agreeing to keep you functional one more day. People waiting for rescue eat like civilians. People preparing for duration eat like survivors. You'll notice something uncomfortable happen. The fear fades before the danger does. Hunger becomes background noise. Eating becomes maintenance, and clarity replaces panic. This is when most people make fatal mistakes. Confidence grows faster than resources. Respect the routine, because the collapse punishes arrogance harder than ignorance. Food stops being the center of survival and becomes the foundation beneath it. Movement, awareness, timing, and restraint take priority. Meals are shorter, quieter, more efficient. You don't celebrate them, you schedule them. Because surviving longer is not about intensity, it's about sustainability under pressure. This is where the line is drawn between those who fade quietly and those who endure. When fire, water, and desperation no longer scare you but obey you, the collapse doesn't end, but it loses control. Because once you know how to eat when nothing is guaranteed, you've already learned how to live when everything else fails.